Hope Kids, it's Tara here, and Coco asked me if I could tell him a bedtime story. He wanted to hear the next part of Joseph's story that we had been reading from the Bible, but I think that he already fell asleep. Do you guys want to go in with me and see if he's sleeping? Okay. Come on. Shh. I think he's snoring. Coco.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Do you still want a bedtime story?
Yeah?
Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna grab the Bible and we'll do the next part of Joseph's story that we've been reading, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you ready for your bedtime story? I got the Bible.
Whoa, hold on.
What?
I had a crazy dream.
Really? Tell me about
Last night, I dreamed about huge bananas falling out of a tree covered in chocolate.
Ooh.
And they had sprinkles on them. And the best part was lots of ice cream. Mm-hmm.
That's bananas. That sounds like a banana split. Were you eating a banana split?
I don't know what that is, but it was totally bananas.
What? That sounds bananas. Actually, in our Bible story, it is about somebody who was having a dream.
No way.
Yeah. Let's read it, okay?
Okay.
So, where we left off, Joseph had been put in prison. And he was having a really hard time in prison because he did nothing wrong.
Oh, I remember that story.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong, but he trusted that God had a plan for him. So while he was in prison, he tried to help the other people that were also in there. One day, the Pharaoh, the king of all of Egypt, had two strange dreams, and he wanted to know what they meant, like your banana dream.
Wow.
And he called the smartest people that worked for him and asked them to help him figure out what his dreams meant, but nobody knew what they meant. Nobody could figure it out. And then someone told the Pharaoh that Joseph was good at figuring out what people's dreams meant. I wish he could come help figure out your dream.
I would love that.
Yeah, maybe it means we're gonna have banana splits tomorrow.
Oh, yes, please.
That would be great. Well, let's see what the Pharaoh's dream was about. So when Joseph got there, the Pharaoh told him his dreams. And the first one was about cows.
What?
Yeah, cows. First, there were 7 cows that were fat and healthy. And then there were 7 cows that were really skinny and ugly. And guess what? The skinny, ugly cows ate the fat cows.
What?
Yeah. But the skinny cows, after they ate the fat ones, still were skinny.
No way.
Then his second dream was about a stalk of grain that had 7 heads on it. It was a healthy, good crop that was tasty.
Sounds good.
But then there was 7 stalks of grain that were dying and dried up, and they ate the good stalks of grain.
No way.
Yeah, they did. And Pharaoh said, "What does this mean?" And Joseph said, with God's help, God told him what the dreams meant. And it meant that there was going to be 7 years where there was going to be plenty of food. People were going to have everything they needed to eat, maybe more than they could eat. But after that, there was going to be 7 years where there was hardly anything to eat and people were going to be really hungry. So Joseph went on to give Pharaoh advice, and he says, you should save the extra food from the good 7 years so that you'll have it in the 7 years when there isn't much food.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. And Pharaoh thought it made sense too. And so he said, Joseph, you are very smart. You should come and work for me, and you should be in charge of doing that, saving the food, and in charge of everything in Egypt. So because Joseph trusted God's plan, he was able to help save a lot of people because the dreams came true. 7 years with lots of food and 7 years where there wasn't much food, and people came to Joseph and he was able to share the food with them.
Wow, that's a great story.
It is a great story. Joseph trusted God's plan. So, Coco, do you remember who has a plan for you?
God has a plan for me.
That's right, he sure does. Okay, we're going to stop the story there because it's time for bed. We'll read the rest of it next time. Yeah, you look tired. Here, let me tuck you in. You lay down. You want to kiss goodnight, Coco?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, good night, Coco.
Good night.
Okay, Coco's all tucked in and I think he's already asleep. So thanks for joining me again, Hope Kids. I'll see you next time when we finish the last part of Joseph's story. Bye.